I think Siren's the only one not in the car.
Well, why is she doing that? Join the club.
I think she should go out and get in her car. It could be a mobile chat. Dude, I have all but just about poured myself completely out of silver. Can you believe that?
I might have been able to, had it come over the weekend, I might have done that, but I didn't have the silver and didn't have all the molds, so I might finish it off this weekend. I've got about 6 ounces to go.
How many ounces?
I think there's 59 left. I just broke into the third tube.
Good Lord. I've got one 10-ounce bar left and one 20-round tube left, and that's it. And at one point, I had 130 ounces. And it's, you know, pouring those Christmas bars, I'm calling them 1 ounce bars, but they're actually like 1.1 to 1.2 ounces. And so
I don't know if I saw that one yet.
Yeah, the little they're just 1 ounce bars with a snowman stamp. They're my Christmas bar, celebrating my first Christmas in the community. So I just thought I would go back to the very beginning and just pour a simple bar.
I did.
I didn't catch any of that. It sounded like a robot.
I did similar a couple weeks ago with the hexagon and just a regular 2 ounce bar.
Yeah, just a simple, you know, nothing. I did pour that lion's head, but that lion's head on the shield, man, I really was not expecting that. Picked up a 1/10 ounce 2011 gold kangaroo today.
Not bad.
Man, you're breaking up.
Yeah, I'm going to come back here. I don't really know later.
Yeah, I like how the roos change every year too. They change kind of like the kookaburras do. I like that, and that's probably my biggest pet peeve with the American mint is our lack of imagination when it comes to the design. You know, it's been the same, it will be the same, and that's what has kind of pushed me. I have a 2016 1/10 ounce gold eagle that my son got me for my birthday this year, and that's the only that. And then I have an American $2.50 gold Indian. But other than that, I won't collect any other American gold. I've got those Swiss Helveticas, but I just, you know, I like a little bit of diversity. I like to, you know, when I pull out the sheet protector and it's got all my gold in it, I want to see a diversity, even if it's, you know, even if it could be an entire sheet of roos, but yeah, the older stuff is way cooler, you know, but I don't know. Yeah, new release premiums are insane. It's like that dime. I mean, I would love to have, you know, I thought it would be cool to have a gold dime, but, you know, I'm not paying that kind of a premium. I can get a 1/10 ounce gold roo for like $130 or so. But, you know, to get that dime was 1/10 ounce, wasn't it? And it was well over 2. Baby Frolics. Boulder Dash Poppycock. Oh, I'm so lonely. Is there a pretty good side chat going at least? I can't see it. Panda dropped out. Barely a side chat. Barely a side chat. Yeah, I'll probably miss tomorrow. I have to work. I've got to work. You know, it's the man keeping me down. But are you going to shut this one down? Yeah, on location correspondence. I would do that, but my coworkers look at me strange. I am a manager, and so I sit in my little cubicle, and you know, when they hear the other voices coming through, hey, Zeke, what are you doing? And I'm like, shut up and go back to work. Where are you going to source more AG for your pores? I don't know at this point. I have a connection that I can't divulge any information on, but I have a connection where I get a decent price on them. Definitely not Penn Metals, unfortunately. That was a sad deal. That was a really sad deal. You know, I feel for them. But I don't know. I might actually have to break down and do a large order from like Privy, use my military discount and use an e-check and try and hit up some, you know, the cheapest generic round they've got, and maybe pick up 60 or 80 ounces. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what to do. Cheaper the better. Because with these, oh no, I won't pour other metals. I'm a silver pourer at heart. You know, my LCS, I've talked to him several times about pouring some 14 karat gold. And I can't bring myself to do it because, you know, that mini line I've got pours out to about 1.2 ounces of silver. If I tried to pour that in gold, that thing would be probably a good solid 2 ounces of 14 karat gold. And I don't have that kind of. I started this entire project with about $2,500, and I try to maintain that level either in pouring silver or in, you know, cash on hand. And so I don't have, and I have zero discretionary fund to put in to, you know, from the family income. I have zero discretionary fund to put into metals. And so anything I have, I've accrued over the time I've been pouring. And so, you know, I see, you know, I think it's wonderful that people can stack, but financially we're not in a position where the family can stack. It's all basically up to me. And so I've squirreled away what I can squirrel away in the last year or so, which I'm proud of. I mean, I'm very thrilled that I'm at about 360 ounces of silver in the permastack and about just over 2 1/3 ounces of gold. So, you know, I'm definitely not complaining, but it's very rare that I actually do any kind of real pickups just because I don't have that discretionary fund monthly to put it into. So silver in the permastack and about 2. Aikio's in the house, but now he's muted. Aikio's a mute. He's muted.
Yeah, sorry about that. I had to turn off the sound on the other one.
Yeah, I'm getting ready to exit the vehicle and go into the house, and then I'll be able to fire up the laptop, so I'll be able to see both sides. Dude, I'm digging the new avatar. That is wicked.
Yeah, I just figured you recommended it, and I thought it was fitting. So thank you for the suggestion.
That is badass. It's the way you can see Aikio on the one side and then your logo on the other. And yeah. you ought to be getting something from Jaeger because you can see the Jaeger symbol on the top. You ought to be getting some kind of you know, kickback from that.
It's okay. Right now, my cube is under wraps. It's one of those how do you call it? Those bastard children cubes.
I noticed they're offering cubes now, where they weren't before.
But they were always offering them. I decided to use them because I had them.
Okay. I didn't realize that. I don't remember ever seeing, the 2 ounce or the 100-gram cubes before.
Yeah. I just kind of figured I would bring them up because I really like them. I like the size and the density of it. Hey, what's up, Stacking AG? You figured out how to use it.
Oh, hey! Stacking AG in the house.
Yeah. Sorry I wasn't able to get to your message, man. I got it when I actually did that triathlon this morning. I ended up doing a 30-mile bike, and me and my buddy split the swim and the run. So he did the 1 mile swim, and we split the 10K, so 5K each.
Nice. So you rode 30 miles and you ran 3.
Yeah.
Very nice. That's a good morning's workout right there.
Yeah, combined time was 3:30.
I was going to ask you how long it took you to ride the 30 miles.
Well, I got lost.
Well, that happens because the people with all the people lining the sides of the street.
No. So this one was a homie triathlon. So it wasn't an official one.
Oh, okay.
So there was the markers weren't very clear, but anyway, yeah, I wasn't able. I saw his message, but I literally just got back and then was checking it out.
Well, yeah, you got to recoup. You got to re-energize.
Yeah, I got my Haagen-Dazs. I love that.
Well, 30-mile ride and a 3-mile run, brother. You can afford a pint of Haagen-Dazs.
Yeah, you might as well stop at Smashburger and get one of their shakes they make out of the Haagen-Dazs ice cream.
Hey, that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, what is that? Is that yours, Zeke?
Yeah, look at the insane pour lines on the back. They go in a
That actually is quite beautiful.
So Zeke, my harvest didn't come today.
Oh, we'll see how long it lasts this time before it cuts out.
That's a nice table you got.
Here's the other one. Here's your skull bar that you made for me.
The ultimate skull bar.
This thing's pretty badass. They're both badass. I don't think there's a thing that you make, Zeke, that isn't badass. You know that?
I really appreciate that, man. I pour my heart and my soul into every single thing I pour. And
dude, that dragon.
Hey, you know why? You know why Stacking AG? Mr. Zeke has something that I don't have.
What's that?
Talent.
Oh, please.
You got a website that sells stuff on it, though. That might be a little better even.
I get. Yeah, someone else did it for me, but
you still had to think it up.
True. So, yeah, but dude, I've actually been wanting to hook up with Mr. Zeke. I actually want another one of his pieces. I've been saving up a bit now, so I might start doing some acquisitions soon.
Yeah, he sends you, or no, wrong one.
Acquisitions.
Did you get that from Pure Ardent?
No, I went over to Vulcan's 2 weekends ago now. Maybe it was last weekend. And so this is the long bar that I got from Vulcan.
Oh, I saw it. Yeah.
And it says Stacking AG on there.
Nice little stop stick. What's up, Silver Saver? Thanks for stopping in.
But I poured this.
You poured that.
Mold and everything. And I
nice.
That's awesome.
I left the screw on there and a little wedge so that it sits there just like that.
Yeah, the sprue makes the perfect stand if it's in the right place.
And then this was my gun that I did over there. This side turned out insanely awesome. It's just little cap gun, little Derringer. This side, because we had to make the hole so big to pour it in because it's 5.4 ounces.
That's nice. It's funny because I thought the same thing, and I actually used to chat with 11 Robert 11 a lot, and he said, believe it or not, you can pour an insane amount of silver through a tiny little hole, and it'll work fine.
Okay.
Because
I can see probably because the heat stays in there.
Yeah, it traps the heat in there, and that as you keep adding silver, it stays liquid. And so, because he did a huge sword pour one time, and I swear to God, he poured it in a pinhole.
It's funny the different size holes that you can do for him too. I mean, between a pin or a nail, Vulcan used a long ass nail that worked out really good for making the hole for the pour.
Yeah, yeah.
What's up, people? Is my microphone working?
Who there? Who there?
David Argento in the house.
Is my microphone working?
Loud and clear.
Okay, just testing.
Sipowitz?
Yes,
Test these. 1, 2. In my sack. 1, 2. Test these.
I'm in the house.
Sipowitz.
I even got I got a live unboxing coming.
Ooh.
I think I know what it is.
Silver box.
Go on, you guys, just keep on going, and I'm doing my little thing here.
So I was saying earlier, I picked up a 2011 1/10 Kangaroo today, gold. Pretty stoked about that.
What do you have for
11?
1/10 ounce then?
1/10, I only have an Eagle, a 2016 Eagle, and I have the 1/10 ounce Kangaroo. Everything else are the Helveticas, and they're like 5.8 grams. And then I have the $2.50 Indian.
It's kind of cool that the 2 ounce craze has been happening. I mean, it seems like everybody's coming out with 2 ounces between the Elemental Mint, between the Griffin and the Queen's Beast. Just seems like
the high
trying
relief 2 ounce.
Yeah, everybody's trying to cash in on the 2 ounce, and now it seems like it maybe Golden Arms can get something going with the 10th ounce craze going.
That would be cool. All right, now I've got both going. Now I can see the chat side and I can talk.
Good. You can let me know what they're saying, so I can see who's here. Hello.
I can't get this.
David Argento.
What's up, Ikeo? What's up, Ikeo?
Wow. Even David has honored us with his presence.
Oh man, look what I did. Shit.
He brought presents.
That's actually my poor English.
I like it.
I think I know what's in here, but I'm not 100% sure yet.
It's fluffy bunny slippers.
I know, right?
I like it. I like it for fluffy bunny slippers.
Oh yeah. A package in a package.
David's struggling, man. Come on, let's live.
Everybody knows what it is. What do they pack in here? Look, come on, take a guess.
Coins.
Fluffy bunny.
Look, come on, look. It's no one's
Small flat rate box.
It's a 2017 non-silver proof set from the U.S. Mint.
No.
They don't ship in that kind of package.
That's ordered for government.
No.
All I see is knife flailing about.
Well, let's see. Okay, I'm almost there. The suspense is over. But
oh, you got the Panda deal.
Yeah. I don't know if it's much. I don't know if it's a deal, but I got the Pandas. Yeah, I got them from bullion exchanges.
What? Okay, so what's the? Is that a set? Is that are those sequential years?
Oh, they ship them like this from the mint.
Yeah, it's a tray.
It's a tray. These come in a big old brown tan style box. I don't know how many though. I think there's 500 coins, but yeah, they ship them like they're packaged. Just like that. Every year they do it. Don't they do them every year like this?
Just starting with last year.
Man.
Yeah. Yeah, because last year was the year I started buying them like this.
That's actually really smart on the part of the mint, because I've always wondered about, you know, coins stacked on top of each other in tubes from mints. There has to be.
I mean, that box that the Chinese mint, you know, their monster box is huge. I mean, it's like it's so big. I bought one of them to store some. I bought an empty one to store some stuff in, and I didn't know. You know, looking at it online, it didn't look that big. When I got it in the mail, I'm like, damn, what did they send me? It was huge. I could wash my feet in it. You know what I'm saying? It was a big box, but it fits a lot of stuff. But these are cool to reuse. You know what you could do with this? You could even paint it and then make yourself like a little panda set. You know, put your pandas in it.
I just like how the coins don't rub up against each other like they do in a tube.
See, it flips open.
That's pretty cool.
You gotta cut the tape, bro.
Do I? Is there tape? Let's see. My camera's about to. Let's see. Where is it? Oh yeah.
That's a beautiful coins, man. I actually don't buy too many of those silver pandas anymore.
Yeah, they're nice. I like them. I mean, if I can, forgot how much. I think they were 22 each, maybe.
Yeah,
Something.
220 for 10, or actually, you got 15, so I don't know how much that is.
22 isn't bad for a panda, is it?
It's
high.
It's par right now for current year.
Yeah, it is. It's just a lot of premium. That's so much premium. Let's see if I can get a close up on one of them.
It's tough to beat. Well, yeah, thinking about it, I mean, you'll give what, 20 bucks for an eagle?
Okay, you know, a lot of people said they don't like this one because it looks like the 2015, but they just flipped it over on the other side.
Well, he's also fatter.
Yeah, he's also got his legs spread a little wider too. Yeah.
Yeah, he's more fat. So I don't like it. I'm in the current mood that Panda needs to lose weight.
Yeah. I know. I hope. Yeah, they got to start doing something with the design. They need to get more creative. I mean, they can't just keep slapping a panda on there like that.
Well, that's their thing, man.
But yeah.
No. So I was really hoping they would change the designer, but they didn't.
They didn't? It's
no.
The same guy.
And if you actually look at the Panda, what's cool about the Panda is the fact that they use multiple, like a bunch of different techniques on it. Like if you notice the top and the bottom, you know, they have that texture. And the Panda itself has frosting and the hair texture. So there's multiple things about it. Even the background bamboo is all a security feature.
Yeah, I'm taking a close look at it. I'm going to take one.
So if you look at it, it's multiple different techniques all combined into one coin. Where like Earth Mint, it's just one or two techniques.
There's also isn't there also a difference in the? They said you can tell which mint in China was struck at by looking at the steps, the design on the steps or something. Have you ever heard about that?
I haven't, but I've heard of this, and you know, I don't know. I haven't heard about the steps, but I know you can tell because you know how I can tell?
How?
Because Modern Coin Mart has the special label.
Yeah, that's where I saw it too. But then I heard that it's been like that for years. It's just Modern Coin Mart made it sound like they just found out about it. You know, why is my camera black?
Let me see.
Oh, there we go.
20 I like, yeah. Silver Siren was saying 22 is a decent price for pandas, but $20 is where she likes it.
That's where it was last year, I believe, when they issued them at 20 bucks.
Yeah, but spot was a couple bucks lower. So pregnant panda. Yeah, something different with the pandas. Because we were talking about the design of the panda. Silver Siren was saying a pregnant panda or twin babies next time.
Yeah, I like the 2013 design. I like it a lot because it has the 3 pandas on it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what got a lot of people into the pandas in general. Ain't it dumb? So we got a question in chat from Ryzak K9. Let's see. Ain't it dumb to buy metals now? Smart to scrap them? Well, I don't know. It depends on what you're trying to do. If you bought at 20 and trying to scrap them now, no.
I scrap them.
Yeah. Mr. Zeke melts them into other stuff, so yeah. We did a trade and he scraps them.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find my other gloves.
Yeah, Canadian Silver Saver says, "Come on, guys, show the chunky panda some love." I can't, man. I'm sorry. I just did 33 miles, man, and I need that panda to ride on my back or something.
Chunky panda gotten enough love already.
If they don't change, I mean, if they do something similar next year, I'll probably just buy 1 or 2 of them. I won't buy a whole bunch, but we'll see. But I'm a sucker for these, though, obviously.
Silver
You took it out of the capsule?
Yeah, I took it out of the capsule.
Dude, you better mark that capsule and, never do anything with it. Never touch any of the other ones again.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to open the other ones. I just opened one. I'll give this one to my son.
All right, then that's fine.
Yeah.
just giving you a hard time.
I'll give it to my son. But yeah, it's the same old repetitive panda.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a bummer. The designs have really kind of been repetitive lately for a lot of things. There's nothing really good.
Yeah. And what happened with did Providence to abandon that American Landmark series? It seems like after Mount Rushmore, they just haven't made anymore.
You know why?
Wow.
They didn't sell any.
Yeah, I figured that was probably it. At least they should say it and say, okay, this is the end of the,
Well, they probably didn't know it was the end because they're all performance-based, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, once it fizzled, they're just like, okay, it's done.
So K9 says he means go find scrap metals because buying is at a premium now. I don't know what he means by scrap metals.
Like garage sale finds, people getting rid of it, most likely.
Well, it's always good to do that, regardless of spot or premiums.
I think I made it back. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right.
Welcome back.
Yeah, for some reason, I've been trying to figure it out why my phone isn't the default set or whatever. And every time I look on YouTube, it says for Android. None of them are for iPhone. So I think I erased everything and just tried it over again. But sometimes I lose the sound. Like I'll see you guys on there, but I won't have any sound.
iPhone.
Yeah. If it wasn't $800, I'd trade in on an
Google
Android.
Hangouts. It should work well on Android.
It's funny because it is Google. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, exactly. No. Most likely, all you have to do is just reset, delete the app, the Hangout app, and then just sign back in, reinstall, and then sign back in with your Stack NAG account. And not
Silver Side says new releases are obnoxious lately.
What was that? I couldn't hear you.
Silver Siren says new releases are obnoxiously overpriced lately.
Yeah, she's right.
Well, and like I said, everything seems like it's a 2-ounce round too. There's not a whole, aside from your Kooks and your Britannias and Eagles and all that, but it seems like everybody else is coming out with 2-ounce coins.
All the private mint stuff.
Yeah.
It's definitely a trend right now.
And I don't know if that's good or bad. Is there a little bit of a price break for buying 2 ounces instead of 1 ounce at a time, or?
I got my 2-ounce Griffins for $39 a piece.
I saw those today on that video. That was nice.
So,
It'll look even better once you send it up to Mike at Pit Bullion and get it gilded up.
yeah, I got to get one of them in the mail to him.
Or antique, I should say. Antique.
No, blackened.
Blackened in the end. Whip will never sand. Throw in all you see.
Silver Siren. I noticed that the Tuvalu Star Trek Perth. Well, see, I don't do anything Star Trek coin wise. I can't do it.
That Star Trek coin, soon they're gonna reduce it down to the price of a generic round. They keep lowering the price on that Star Trek coin. The one with the Enterprise on it.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go bye-bye? Say bye-bye, Daddy. Bye-bye.
I just can't do it. I can't mix my genres.
Yeah.
I can't mix my metals and my.
Too many different things to buy.
Oh man.
You know, you got to put a stop to it somewhere. You got to decide. Look, okay, I'm not gonna buy this stuff. I'm not gonna buy this. I'm gonna buy, you know.
Yeah.
I thought I had one of those Star Trek ones.
It's like the Superman maple, or Canadian Superman round. I never bought one of those.
I got them. I've been watching every few weeks. I go look at them, and I'm looking for milk spots. So far, I haven't. There's been no milk spots yet, but I keep checking them. I said, I mean, if I start seeing spots in some of those 2016 or 2017 reverse proof maples, then that's it. I'm completely done with them.
That's why I don't open my I've got 2 tubes of maples. I don't open them because I know they're all spotted up.
Are they just the regular maples, or are they the?
Just regular maples.
Yeah, just leave them in the tubes and just unload.
I know they're spotted up. To me, they're just weight.
Yeah, you know what? I did it. I had 1 tube of 2015 regular maples, and 8 out of the 25 were horribly spotted.
They're just, to me, they're just bullion. Just weight. I don't look at them with any numismatic value at all.
Yeah, no, that's all they are, is just bullion. That thing, yeah, it's just, even they tell you, this is just bullion. Stop complaining. Don't complain about spots.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. It's funny how some mints seem to have more trouble than other mints. And maybe it's just the sheer volume of production and the market's saturated with them, so you see it more. But I don't know. I did notice that my my Queen's Beast, I'm pretty sure, has a milk spot on it.
Well, those have been spotting out for a while, haven't they?
I don't know. I hadn't noticed it until I pulled it out, piece of the grip, and I thought it was just moisture from my hand on the airtight. But then the closer I looked after the video, I think it's spotted. So, and that's sad. But the blackened one doesn't spot.
Is that a 4.9s, the Griffin?
I don't know.
Yeah, it is. It is 4.9s now.
See, I found, and just for my little bit of pouring, because I was over at Vulcan's on one day, so I want to claim myself as a master. But when I was using up a bunch of milk spotted coins, I found that the 4.9s, when you poured it, it seemed like it was a little shinier when the mold, when it came out of the mold, as opposed to the 3.9s.
Yeah. Did you get the?
So
haze?
I wonder. Get the what?
Did you get a white haze on the pour?
No.
Interesting.
No, like, because this one is a 4.9s.
When you're pouring it, you're burning off the burnishing compound they use.
Oh.
And any detergents that might be residual on the coin, when you're melting it, that's all going away. So you're getting back to just the silver with no polishing or detergent on it. I
finally got a tumbler, and these things show up even better after tumbled.
Oh, tumbling, dude. I used the buffing wheel for 6 months until I broke down and bought it. And I started with a single drum, and then I ended up with a dual drum because I was tumbling so much. But tumbling is so nice.
Yeah, I mean, this one here in particular showed up even more.
Yeah. I mean, you'll spend a small fortune on the jeweler's mix, but
so This one too, you can actually see what it is now. If I
Yeah.
can get the glare not to
Oh,
show
nice.
up right.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. It really does.
I have too much glare right now, but you can actually see it more in person. This was the one, the Eve in the garden with the serpent and Eve holding the apple.
Yeah, some of the designs when you first pour them, like that cross and dragon round I poured the other night. When I first pulled that out of the mold, I couldn't tell what the hell it was. And then so I just threw it immediately in the tumbler because I knew once I pulled it out, I'd be able to see it better.
What do you like better, the graphite molds or doing the Petrobond?
Graphite.
Yeah.
It's easily repeatable. Plus, it's a whole lot less of a mess. Petrobond's a freaking mess, dude. I mean, you get that shit everywhere.
Yeah, the ones I've done, I've tried to only pull enough out of the bag to fill the mold or fill the whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets all sticky and weird.
I mean, your hands are covered in it, and it's just it's nice because you can do true custom pour, but my gosh, it's a nightmare dealing with. That stuff's all over my workbench.
Yeah, I need a couple of actual rings instead of the wooden ones I built.
Yeah, I've got the 80. I think they're 80 millimeter, and then the 100 millimeter, and even the 100 millimeter wasn't big enough for duck, and so I had to build wood ones because that's a 9.7 ounce duck.
Jesus.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna pour it one more time. The last time came out okay, but it's got a dimple in the side, and that's just I can't live with that. Duck's butt's like it's fine, man. I don't mind, and I'm like, no, that's just not me.
Yeah, that was kind of like the giraffe. The first one I poured, I would have liked to have repoured, but who I made it for said, "Don't worry about it. It's probably going to be heavier," and they were tapped out. So,
yeah.
Speaking of which, I got to get to the post office today before they close. I got to send out that package.
Mine already closed. I sent out 2 packages to Japan this morning.
Ah, Kanishiwa.
Yep.
No, I can double check. I'm pretty sure they're open. Well, it's 1 o'clock already. They may not be.
Yeah, I think they close at noon.
Mine close at noon.
Yeah, noon or 1 at the latest, I think.
And if it's 1, then you're already too late because you still got to get in the truck and drive down there.
Well, it's 10 after 1 already.
Looks
Wait
like
till Monday.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
Actually, nope. They're open.
Some states open till 3.
Wow.
Actually, I got to go. They're open till 2.
2.
Oh, look.
Get on your giddy up.
So yeah, I got to do that and then get to do some more pouring this afternoon.
Hi-ho, silver away. I got stamping, dude. I got to get all those Christmas bars stamped.
Those are pretty kick-ass.
I've got on the board. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of them already spoken for.
Yeah, I think I was one of them.
I'm only gonna do 20 of them, I think.
It's cold here today, man. It's 8 degrees here today.
It's actually 51 here in Oklahoma. I'm pretty stoked.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's great.
Yeah, we have 59 and rain here.
I'll take that all day long. That's that good British weather.
That's what it is over here, about 59 and rain.
Yeah, I mean, if it weren't for getting wet, I wouldn't even need a jacket.
Silver Siren says it's cold and snowing where she's at. I'd love that.
We're supposed to get snow tomorrow.
God, I'd love snow. I would pay for snow.
Yeah, I have to drive 5 hours north for snow to see snow if I ever want to see it.
Yeah, where I'm at, it doesn't snow, but we're, depending on how fast you drive, anywhere between 2 and 4 hours from Tahoe. So it doesn't take that long to get to a resort if we want to do that.
We've already got lakes freezing over up here.
We get ice, and then it ices up the power lines, and the power lines fall, and then you have no power.
I've gotten to Tahoe in about 4 hours with no traffic, though.
I was going to say, we're all stackers anyway. I'm sure all of us have at least 1 or 2 generators.
I've got 2.
Yeah, I got a gas one and electric one.
Both of mine are gas. A couple of gas Jennies, and I keep about 5 5-gallon cans filled up.
I don't here at the apartment. It'd be out of luck here.
And then I've got I built a plug so I can reverse. I plug it into the dryer receptacle and shut the main off, so I can power the whole house with the one Jenny.
Ah, nice.
The cable, it cost me about $100 to build, but it's nice because it powers the furnace.
So you can plug it into the 220 outlet.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah. You just don't run the microwave.
Which, if you're in that situation where you're using a generator to heat your house, piss on the microwave.
Yeah, and I probably shouldn't fire up the furnace, the silver furnace either, so I'd be doing torches.
Old school.
Yeah.
Get back to your roots.
And the torches will keep you warm too.
Oh,
That's it.
Dude, I recognize that in the summer. Holy crap, dude. You fire up them torches when it's about 98 degrees outside, you know you're melting silver.
You know when it gets cold here, we have to put on socks.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Or
just
just
some
hot.
socks on.
All right, well, I'll see you guys later. I gotta hit the post office.
All right, man. Be good.
Take care.
All right. Take
Yeah,
care.
we don't.
Yeah, later, Dave.
Laters. We don't have the kind of cold that you guys get. The worst that I gotta do when it drops to 55-ish or 60, I gotta put a sweater on my dog.
Yeah.
You
The one
gotta-
nice thing about it getting cold up here is that we don't have to worry then about the scorpions, the rattlesnakes, or the spiders.
They all
I
go.
hate spiders, man. I wish I could shoot them with 22s right now, man. I hate spiders. Yeah, no scorpions here, luckily. Or snakes.
I got a snake, man. One time, it slithered this way and that.
It's getting harder and harder for you to get shooting supplies out there, isn't it, Ikeo?
Yeah, end of the year, we gotta have to buy a license to buy ammo.
What?
And starting January 1, 2017, we have to. There's going to be a background check for ammunition purchases.
Yep.
I just go down to Fleet Farm and they get their stuff right from Federal. That's right here in Minnesota as well.
Yeah, it's. I mean, I guess it's a good thing we're urban dense. So, you know, I got my stash.
Yeah.
If I'm
But
gonna go,
answer me this: if you need a license to purchase to buy ammo,
yeah.
you've already got the guns. So I mean, if you can buy a gun, then why wouldn't you have to? It just doesn't make sense why you need a permit to purchase ammo if you already got one to buy a gun.
Because ammo is a perishable good.
Yep. It's how you control the movement of guns. You can't control the guns because they've already got the guns, but you can control the ammo because ammo is perishable.
Yeah, so once they use it, unless they have reloading equipment, you can't really do anything.
Which I'm going to give you a little bit of insight, having been a reloading department manager and dealt with the federal government on that. The federal government classifies any single component that goes into reloading as ammunition. So you won't be able to buy reloading powder, primers, bullets, or brass without that background check.
Yeah, or you need, they're also taking away AR-15s as part of a ballot, so the whole state voted on it.
That is crazy.
Yeah, I mean that's the first step taking away the rest of your guns. I mean they start with one.
They're not going to do that. I mean, the only reason why is just because there's a lot of people here. It's urban dense, right? And a lot of people don't really hunt here. It's not like the Midwestern states. It's more urban.
But just because there's a lot of people there doesn't mean that your Second Amendment rights go away.
I'll do a hell of a lot more damage with a Glock 34 and about 6 magazines than I would an AR.
Well, look at that guy in Ohio. The last guy, he ran a bunch of people over and started stabbing them. Are we going to start outlawing knives now too and vehicles?
No, but that's a unique case. But keep in mind, in LA in the 90s, dude, did you see those Russian guys?
Rodney King riots?
No, not even that.
Robbery where they used AK-47s.
Yeah, they used
the
an AK-47
movie idea from
underground mags, and then just they took out all the police. They're the main reason why the police are armed the way they are now in the urban areas.
That was the bank shootout.
Oh,
The original false flags and
the one from 1997, Ikeo, the Hollywood, the bank robbery from 97.
That's right. And then they're just taking as many people as they could out.
Man, that one guy, he did his whole armor from neck to toe. That one guy, remember they were shooting at him and
He was walking the street.
It didn't even look like they phased him.
no, remember that they interviewed one of those officers, and the officer that had a shotgun, he goes, I fired at him from about I don't know how many feet he said it was with his shotgun. He said he went down to a knee, then he got back up and turned around and started firing at them. It's crazy.
Yeah. So you got to understand, it's a little different depending on where you're at. A lot of people here fear that kind of thing. Where over where you're at, they don't fear it as much because more people have them.
Yeah. It's all perception.
If I walked out with an AR-15 in my hand, oh my God. I mean, they'd probably kill me, the cops, when they got here, but people would go crazy. Whereas Zeke, you could probably walk around with it and nobody would even notice. Huh?
I walk out to my car every morning with an AK-47 hung over my back. No one says a word. The guy across the street's a cop.
As long as you're not saying Allah Akbar while you're carrying it, we're fine.
That's true. Very true.
Yeah, then you're automatically ISIS.
Yeah.
Yeah. So while I understand your point of view, I think them doing what they're doing even the places down here, last year, there was a huge robbery where basically they stole a car, they drove it right into a gun store, had another car come in, they took all the rifles and left.
Smash and grab.
Yeah, smash and grab.
But see, right there, if bad guys want guns, they're going to get them. So by taking guns out of the hands of law-abiding citizens,
but they're not taking the guns out of the hands. What they're doing is just not selling them anymore. So they can't do smash and grab.
They're not going to confiscate them. So if you got one already, you're fine. Or if you buy one across state lines and bring it back, are you in trouble then?
You can't. So that's the thing. And I've studied this immensely because I'm trying to decide whether or not I want to pick one more up.
Right.
But you can't bring anything in the new.
Nope.
You can't bring anything in, and even all the stuff that you have is grandfathered in, but you can't sell it.
No.
You can't.
In the state, can you sell it out of state?
No.
No.
You can't sell it. You can't buy it. You can't transfer it.
Nope.
You can't even. Then normally they have a next of kin clause or an inheritance kind of thing. You can't even do that.
It's the same thing that happened with full autos in 1986. They have not made what's called a transferable, meaning I can own it or you can own it. The 1986, they prohibited the manufacture of new select fire firearms. That's why a full auto Colt AR costs $28,000 because they haven't made a new one since 1986. It's a limited pool of availability. And so what Ikeo's talking about is basically from January 1st or whenever it goes into effect on, whatever's in California is all that will ever be in California. And when you pass away or decide to get rid of it, it's going to be destroyed.
Huh. Yeah, exactly.
So eventually, over a long enough time period, there won't be any left, at least legally.
Yeah.
So in a way, it's like Hitler burning books.
Well, so it's a combination of that and the ammo, right? So over time, we'll see if it actually works. I don't know. Do you know Apex Tactical? Have you ever heard of them? They do the triggers and performance parts.
Yeah, they moved out.
Yeah, they moved out to Arizona.
Yep. Apex makes awesome trigger kits. I had one in my M&P pistol for competition.
Yeah, I do. I put one in my M&P.
Oh, they're awesome.
I love those M&Ps. And even the regular ones have a nice trigger pull. And you put a new trigger in there?
Oh, after you put an Apex in, you'll swear the old one was junk.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. This is very true.
I had a 1.5 pound trigger pull on mine.
Oh, I'd probably shoot my foot with that kind of thing.
I wouldn't own it. I wouldn't
Pull a Barney Fife.
one. I had people asking me to test it and to try it out, and I wouldn't let anyone test it.
No, that's just no. That's for your own safety and my liability.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah, so I actually think it's a good thing because you know they're not stopping the sale of ammo, but you just have to have a background check. So I still do the training. I still go to different tactical training sessions. You just have to buy the ammo there.
Yeah, because you got Taryn Butler out there you could train with if you wanted to.
Yeah, Taryn. My buddy got a custom built from him, and then did a few of his classes in the back at his compound.
You've seen that video of him training Ken Reeves, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah, he's not far.
I got to check out, guys. I got to go get a Christmas tree.
All right. Take care, Mr. Zeke.
All right.
All right, Zeker.
Have a great afternoon.
Hey, Merry Christmas, brother.
You too.
Hey, you know what? I don't really need an AR-15, to be honest. I could survive without an assault rifle. A shotgun and a couple pistols, and as long as I...
No, and you can survive with that, but it's just nice to have since it.
Yeah.
But if you got to go through all that headache like Akio was talking about, then piss on
Well,
that.
that's why I'm thinking about trying to get another one before. But you know, at that point, I'm not going to be able to sell it.
But then, and so you can still always get ammo for it then, right? You just can't get a new weapon to shoot the ammo with, right? They'll still make AR-15 ammo?
That's right.
7.62?
Yep.
Cool.
Well, the 226 or 5.5.
Or that's what I meant, yeah, 5.52. Yeah, 5.52. I was looking at my ammo crate here that I got my silvers in. That's a 7.62.
Isn't one of those a NATO round? Which is that rifle that uses
the 5.66, I believe, are the NATO rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think that's just a specification.
Yeah, somebody was talking about that one day, and I was like, "What do you mean NATO round?" And I knew what NATO was, but he said it was a different caliber.
Yeah, it's the same caliber. It's just a certain specification, you know, like mil spec.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same as the 223.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Well, we've sidetracked this conversation a bit, but you know, it is a little bummer that that turns out in January. But luckily, they've legalized weed, so.
And silver's still legal, so that's good.
Yeah, and silver.
Weed and silver.
Yeah, but the weed thing though, that's not going to go. That they still have to push that through though, don't they? I mean,
no, it's already done. It's already legal. You can, as of now, you can own it, you could grow it, and you could have possession of it.
So it's California, Vegas, Colorado, Washington. Is that it?
Yep.
And that's full legal, right? Medicinal and everything?
Recreational.
Yeah. Or yeah, that's what I mean, recreational. Medicinals for.
It's been recreational though. You know what? Those places that hand out those the cards, they'll give one to anybody. You go in there and say, "Oh, I can't sleep at night. Here's your card. Go for it." You know, they'll give them to anybody.
I want to go to Oaksterdam and go through the college of growing it.
Oaksterdam?
Yeah. It looked pretty cool. I mean, that'd be like on half baked. What, did you go to weed college?
Well, here's the funny thing. I actually took a trip out to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
And you know, I partaked because it was legal over there, right? And I asked them, "What's the best one?" They were like, "The best stuff is actually out from California." It's kind of funny.
Most of the Cannabis Cup winners, I think, are from the United States too.
Yeah. That is just hilarious.
Yeah, I was playing Black Ops with one dude, and he was saying that his dad was one of the first ones in California to get his license for medicinal purposes, and so he kind of picked up after his dad, and he made up this strain called like John Harris or something like that, and it's supposed to be the most potent strain that's out there. Yeah, I think he said it was like 13% or 19%. Does that sound right?
I have no idea. I'm not that good.
Yeah.
Linguistic
with the old herbs.
But I could 20% sounds high. I mean, 20%.
Pun intended?
Well, no pun intended. Yeah, sounds high.
Yeah, like he was bragging it up, and then he was talking about all the fucking cars he's got and all this different stuff. And I was like, that's cool, man. Can we just go back to killing zombies now?
Siren's gonna pull the plug on us now. You just use the F word, and we're
sorry.
we're steering into a
F-U-N-K. Get down
Yes,
with your bad
so
stuff.
this particular chat is a bit sensitive. We're PG-13.
Yes, I brought it back down.
So we also got to bring it back to silver and gold.
Yes.
Yeah.
So okay, this week is the gold. I'm predicting another massive crash down.
Yeah, look at her topics. Let's see. What did you already cover?
Panda.
Yeah, we got your pandas.
Let me see.
India and Sharia law. Have any of you guys read up on that?
I know of Sharia law, and I know that there's states that are trying to enact it as far as for the refugees that are coming here.
A little bit different from what they're talking. So they're changing Sharia law, where they're saying that gold is a viable.
Oh yes, yes, I did hear that. So
Yeah.
what is it, like 1.6 billion people now are going to be able to purchase the gold market?
To buy into it, yes.
Yeah.
As an investment. And to counter that, India is actually starting to confiscate or limit gold if you can't prove how you acquired it.
Oh,
Well, they've already banned cash.
They didn't ban cash, but they converted
basically.
it.
I mean, you can only get a $3 or $5 note now.
No, but they came out when you 500 and 2000. Their presses just aren't fast enough from what they were saying.
Oh.
So they're encouraging electronic until the printing press can actually make enough to circulate for their 1.3 billion people.
Which is 80% done in cash, their transactions.
Yeah, exactly.
that's crazy.
Yeah, so talk about a cluster. That's about as close as it gets. So between the two, but with India cutting their purchases of gold and limiting it, and possibly the Muslim world being able to buy gold, is David, you're saying it's going to go down, but for that, based on these new things, that should drive prices up.
Well, and are they going to be buying physical gold, or are they going to be buying ATFs, or?
Oh no, these guys, and it wouldn't be physical. They don't buy in the U.S. market. They don't buy COMEX.
So then, whatever physical goes away, COMEX will just do their fractional. Just like the fractional banking works, that's what the COMEX does with their gold shares. So they'll just kick out a whole bunch more gold shares to keep that price down, I would think. Because there's no way that the government's going to give up the petrodollar and give up their control over there if they have gold and are able to make themselves, free people. If that makes sense.
Yeah, so Silver Siren says she's expecting gold to be around 1,000 USD, and before it gets to 1,300 again.
Well, the Dow is almost already to 20,000. So I mean, I can definitely see gold going down then. If they're going to keep pumping the dollar up and keep pumping the stock market up, I can see gold going down. And it kind of always goes down at the end of the year. Well, which is weird too, because now is the time when India is having all their weddings and they're having a big surge of gold, and now they can't get it, you're saying?
Yeah, it's been limited. But they can pass it around, but new gold is, they don't have the cash to buy it, and yeah, it's just more expensive for physical.
Have you seen any mines from India?
No.
Like gold or silver mines?
Mostly they import.
Okay.
But that's what they're saying that they're going to ban.
So do you think that they would start their own mining processes over in the Middle East if the Muslims are able to get gold?
No. If Muslims start buying, that would just put pressure on physical demand.
Yes, but that's why I'm saying if the price goes up, then it would make sense for them to try to explore and find their own gold to start mining then.
Sure.
Which would help the economy, because hopefully we'd send a whole bunch of Caterpillar tractors and dump trucks over there. If the economy gets going good again, it's only bad signs for gold. And anytime the economy's roaring, it doesn't seem like gold wants to do anything, which makes sense, because if you can get low interest loans, or if you can get anything you want because things are being made, factories are working, gold is just kind of its little relic, like some of the bigwigs like to say it is.
Yeah, the thing is, with all this happening, everything going up to the Dow going to 20,000, everywhere else around the world is getting kind of crappy.
Yeah,
it really makes you wonder if
people always ask, where's the market headed? The fact is, I have no idea.
Hey, shut up. Shut up.
He doesn't even know where it's heading.
I focus on those things I can control.
Why?
Taxes.
Okay, forget it. I was trying to look up why that Sharia law a little bit more, and started doing those advertisements.
And that's kind of crazy too, because there's a lot of things in Sharia law that are anti-women or anti-equal rights things. So it's kind of weird to now look at Sharia law in a good light, because hopefully it means that maybe the price of gold will go up, but it still means that women can't vote, women can't drive, women need multiple people to say if there was a at all. If they were, I'm trying to do it as PG as I can.
Well, it's their culture. Whether or not we look at them that way, it's not for us to judge if their women are okay with it. I know some other people who are, and they're perfectly fine with that. Which is like ludicrous to me and a lot of other people, but it's their choice.
Yeah, and I'm not demeaning them as a people. I'm just saying that as far as their rules.
No, I totally don't get it, but that they make those choices.
Yeah, but isn't most of that's the Sunni Muslims that really, try to enforce it to the max and even add stuff to it.
So could it be like pretty much everything in this world where everything just gets blown way out of proportion, but it's only a very, very, very select few of whatever is causing the problem for pick your topic?
You lost me.
Me too.
I might have even confused myself on that question.
Okay, what was the question? Repeat.
Well, what country are we talking about first to begin with?
Yeah, because Sharia law is, it's Muslims all over the world that they can just buy it.
Yeah. What do you call it? Indonesia has the highest population of Muslims, don't they? I think it is.
Yeah, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's see, 2% assets, 100. Yeah, they're saying it would be about 1,000 tons. So if Sharia, if India stopped buying and Muslims started buying, then they would cancel each other out roughly. But if India doesn't stop buying and the Muslims start buying, then that should cause a price rise. But because the economy is doing well, that means the dollar will drive down the price in U.S. currency while raising it everywhere else, right?
Yeah.
Because that's what we're seeing right now in the euro and the sterling. The dollar is getting close to parity with both of them.
So then are their gold and silver prices coming back down then, or are they still up for
their prices are going higher. So it dropped $2 for us. It goes up 12 euro for them.
But their currency is gaining value on the dollar.
No, they're losing value.
Oh, okay. Okay, I just heard you backwards.
Yes, 1 ounce of gold buys you a house in Venezuela. That's yeah, that's interesting, man. So I don't know what this all means, but if the price goes down, I don't mind buying some more. What are you all gonna do?
Yeah, probably some more gold if it goes down. Silver, I mean, I don't know. There's nothing. I just got the pandas. I don't want any more silver for now. I'll probably look at some gold, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait through the whole week and just not gonna buy anything early in the week.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna almost wait even till after Christmas time and then just look
Yeah.
for deals on generic, because I think I'm really wanting to get into pouring now and then, because I've got a couple of collections that I got to keep going, but I mean I'm fine with not collecting everything I guess that comes out. You know, I'll keep the ATB collection going, keep the pirates from the Elemental Mint and stuff like that, but I just want to stack generic. So if the price goes down, that'd be awesome. If I could find a good deal on shot, that'd be even better.
You know, those bullion ATBs, the 2016s, I was thinking of putting together the little set, but then I decided not to. Just the mintage is too high. A lot of them, you know, they're in bad condition. Not worth it. I might even dump one of the, I think I put together a 2015 set. I don't know if I'm going to keep that one, but
Yeah, I started them back from 2010 up till now. So I got to finish it because I've got too much invested in it. But that's why I don't want to see the price go up either, because right now they're about $100 a piece, which isn't too bad. You start getting $20, $30 silver again. Now they're a couple $100 a pop. So
this year's, the 2017 designs, they were all right. I like the Harper's Ferry. That one looked nice. But
the North Dakota one for Roosevelt Park was pretty cool.
Yeah. When will they release the mint? When do they forecast the mint? I forgot. When do they forecast the mintage numbers? They did it was it mid-year when they did it for 2016?
That sounds right, because I think Silver Slacker did a video on it.
Yeah, I think he did. Yeah, it was him who did it.
But he's got like 5 or 6 of those complete collections, so I hope he'd be on top of it.
Well, yeah, he's got them in both versions, and
I know,
in P and in bullion.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of that's a lot of premium on those burnished coins.
And that's kind of the hard thing, because I mean, if they've been putting a lot of premiums on the coins nowadays, just I don't know, because they're limiting their mintage or because they're not selling enough of the, making enough money selling them. I don't know. It just seems like there's a lot of them out there.
Yeah. The Shawnee design, I didn't like that one that much.
The Hawaii one was cool. I think that was back from like 2013, maybe.
Yeah, those are some, I mean, they're so expensive, but those are actually some of my favorite designs from the older years. Yeah, I like the Mount Hood. That one's nice. And what's that other one?
Mount Rushmore is a cool looking one.
Yeah, Chaco Culture is a good one. And there's another one. El Yunque National Park, I think it is.
What are you going to be doing, IKEA? Are you working on still making more for selling, or what are you collecting?
Oh no. So I'm not collecting anything with any premium right now because people are very premium scared right now.
Right.
Like, I've had a lot of coins sit on my eBay store. I've told it, like, if you guys track my channel, you guys know I use eBay, right, to check out the feel of the market.
Mm-hmm.
Anything with a premium is tough sell right now. Everyone is buying the lowest premium they can.
Yeah.
So they're either continuing collections, and that's about it. But there's a lot less speculation right now. So that means, for me, at least, that one, if I can find cheaper, high premium coins that I know eventually will do well later, that I like, now is a good time to kind of like scavenge those up, or just go for the lowest premium gold until silver decides to catch up.
Yeah, that's a good way to go about it.
Yeah, because it's got to be opportunistic. Right now, the gold premiums are really low. And I had a discussion with Silver Slacker, and it was based off GSR. And we were talking about GSR and
The gold to silver ratio.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got Cull Silver in the house.
Oh, nice. The Dawn. The Dawn is here.
OGs. And the handlebar mustache, does he still got that? No.
The Harley riding, handlebar, ass kicking man.
Cole can shoot.
So actually, after watching Silver Slacker's video, it did change my buying the low premiums, because it does turn out there's a reason why the American Silver Eagles, the Maples, and Philharmonics are the most popular. You don't have to report them if you sell them back to a dealer.
Oh, I didn't know. So if you want to sell like a set of the Pirateer rounds, you'd have to notify that?
If you sold them, well, if you sold to a dealer. So keep in mind, we're talking about volume prices here.
Right. It's like if you're selling back to APMEX or Provident or JM Bullion or whatever?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So, but if you're doing over a certain amount, like 1,000 ounces, they have to report it to the IRS if it's a certain amount. That's a cute dog. Wolfman.
Oh, nice.
That doesn't look like a wolf.
No, she's not a wolf at all.
Yeah, she's too cute for a wolf.
I thought so too.
But she's probably vicious since she's so small.
Yes, she is. She has a violent side to her, that's for sure.
Yeah.
She looks very docile right now.
How's everyone doing today?
Good.
Trying to stay warm.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it's cold outside right now. It's about 10 degrees, so.
Oh, you must be my neighbor.
It's Wisconsin weather, so.
Yeah, Minnesota. Minnesota, you know, yeah.
Yeah, Yadderhay.
I swear Fargo is the only movie that people talk like that in that accent. I understand we have a little bit. It's not as bad as my Canadian friends with the boot.
Right.
But we do have a little you betcha to it. I can see that.
If you get further up northern Wisconsin, there's quite a bit of it, so. I'm in the southern part of the state.
Nice.
It's a little bit different. It's like down in the Milwaukee area, we say bubbler and soda, and they say in Madison, just a little further to the west, they say pop, and they don't even know what a bubbler is. It's a water fountain. So.
Oh, see, in my eyes, it's a device to do stuff out of. I'll keep it PG.
Thanks for letting us know, David.
Yes, that's very nice.
Yeah, I'll erase it. How do I erase it? You can't.
Well, it's okay. Only we see it.
I know.
So, Cull Silver said, I'm incorrect. That's only when you receive 10,000 in cash or more. So, this is where I was tracking back to original. The GSR.
Same as the bank deal.
I want to do a conversion from GSR for GSR ratio. How do you actually do it without with keeping the most of your money and the most anonymity?
Anonymity.
Because if you just do bullion, it gets reported.
Over 10,000 though, so you stack it. You don't do it at 10,000 increments. You just go in there every week and get rid of 9,000.
No, I don't see. That's where that's. I pulled up one of those infographics. Technically, they're supposed to report you on that one because it's a related sale.
Well, could you do like APMEX 1 month, do Provident 1 month, do JM Bullion 1 month, do ST Bullion 1 month, do MCM 1 month? You know what I mean? Could you just go to different dealers?
That's a good question, and that's kind of where I'm at right now. But if you do Silver Eagles, you don't have to worry about that. Silver Eagles or Gold Eagles, you don't have to worry about that. Or Pandas or the Philharmonics. but Libertads. So depending on what you get, some are exempt.
Oh, I was going to say, so every government coin, but it's not every government coin then.
That's right. Britannias don't count.
Huh.
So this is just something that I'm looking into right now, because between Silver Slacker and Cull Silver, like because of like he come out with his video about how he's picking up some 1 ounces, right?
He's getting ready to buy again because the price is going down.
Yeah, even I'm doing that. So
Yeah.
my main thing is just wealth preservation. With once the premium kind of closes in on silver, I'll try to pick some of those up. But it's trying to decide what to buy.
See, and he's in a different place than us, though, too. I mean, he's kind of on the downhill of life, and we're almost to the top of it. I mean, no offense, but I mean, he's already been through his phase of making money. I mean, we have 30, 40 years to sit on this and figure out what it's going to do. He's maybe got, you know, a good 20, 30 where he's going to be up and healthy and walking. That puts him at 90, I'm guessing.
Yeah, well, but you know, even Silver Slacker is not that much older than us.
No, that's true.
So,
but that's where I think he's got the right idea of going heavy in silver, and then just go to an LCS and find a couple LCSs and slowly transfer. Because I mean, when it happens, when the ratio goes back, you're going to have a while. It's not like it's going to go back for a month or a day or two. I mean, it'll make its gradual up and down on what it does.
well, not necessarily. If you look at those charts, they go. It takes a while to get up there, but then it crashes.
Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about what Slacker wants to maximize his silver to gold. So he's going to do it when the price has been steadily going up a couple times, where it hasn't made its tracement back. You know, once it makes that trajectory where it just goes up and up and up, that's, I think, where you start transitioning, because it's going to have its normal ups and downs, but it's at 70 to 1. I don't know if it's ever been at 70 to 1 before. I mean, I know it's been 50s to 1, you know, maybe 60s to 1, but I mean, we're getting into unprecedented numbers. I mean, we've never been at $20 trillion in debt. We've never had a lot of things the way they are right now. So there's either going to be a mass correction, or it is just going to keep going on with what they're doing, which it kind of makes sense when you can print money into existence out of nowhere. The only thing that's going to stop it is every other country getting pissed off and saying, hey, we've had enough of the dollar now. We're all in debt. We're all third world countries now because you've kept oil at $40 a barrel, or you've kept gold at $1,000 an ounce. And everybody else here just keeps advancing, but everywhere around the world, it seems like it's not really going anywhere, unless you're China or Russia. I mean, Greece is in default, and Venezuela's in default,
but nobody cares about them. That's like the B team, and you know, nobody cares.
But they're
like the Wizards.
They're all connected into one dollar. I mean, everything is tied into the dollar. So I mean, if you cut it, if the dollar's a 10-legged monster, you cut enough of those legs off, and that thing's just going to be crawling on the ground.
Yes, true. So the thing is with and
GSR.
he does have his outlet.
Sorry.
He does. Silver Slacker does have his outlet, and he said 20% or 25% when the time comes, but it might not come, and he realizes that. So either way, he's good or bad.
Yeah, either way, he's got wealth. It's just, are you going to have a basement full of silver, or are you going to have a safe full of gold? I guess is
yeah.
He's like,
no. Very good point. That's one of the reasons why I had to stop accumulating silver, is I ran out of space.
Well, I mean, you gotta. Yeah, I don't know. Do you live in an apartment then?
No, but space cost is a premium. I don't care. I don't store my stuff at home.
No, I get that. I'm not saying that you need to, but wow, I mean, that's a lot to have. That's crazy.
Yeah, and like 8,000 ounces. I wouldn't even know where to carry that. Plus, if there was a SHTF,
Yeah.
How are you going to move that?
Well, and that's where I think a lot of people start as a SHTF event, you know, so that's where you collect your constitutional silver, and maybe you've got a couple rolls of eagles that you keep for that you can keep under your bed or whatever, you know, next to your gun. And the rest of the stuff either goes in the, I got a little bit in the safety deposit box just because it's nice to have there. I got a big Liberty safe that I got some in, and then I got a couple other spots that I got it in. So like you, yes, you got to diversify it, but you know, for your SHTF situation, that's what the shoebox full of that stuff's for. Because if that does happen too, the SHTF situation, it's not going to take long for order to come back, because there's going to be too many developed countries that are going to figure out what to do, and everybody might go back to just having their own country's currencies for a while, you know, until the New World Order is established, and then we're going under their rules.
Yeah, that's the global economic collapse thing. But just say there's a flood, you got to leave.
Well, here's a question. Do you have insurance on your precious metals? Or can you get insurance on your precious metals?
You can, but you have to do it as a writer. Go for it, Wolfman.
You can get insurance on your precious metals. It's a rider on either your home insurance, your homeowner's policy, or your renter's policy. Okay. But you can insure it up to a certain amount. Yes.
See, and that's another thing too, is it kind of gives up a little bit of your anonymity when you do that, because what's to keep the government from looking into your account to see what you got in there, you know?
Right, and if there was a loss, you would have to have everything documented prior to the loss. You have to have pictures of everything. You'd have to have serial numbers of slab coins, and all that stuff would have to be put down in writing before they would even pay out to you.
That's true. You couldn't just have a picture and say, "This is what I had here." Okay, well, what was that? What were all those coins? You know?
Exactly. So it would have it asks you for a very detailed description of your items, which is why I don't have it.
Yeah, and I actually my original app was for this specific purpose.
To kind of keep your stack tracked in your own little deal?
Yep, for yourself.
Which is nice, but in the digital world, that's the only thing where I get scared, because like I love Silver Slacker's full stack videos, but I mean, to show that you have that much silver out there is scary, because there's a lot of people that are bad out there and see that. And
well, if you look at celebrities, they're much more rich than us, but nobody.
Well, they're rich in fiat. They're not stacking gold and silver, or I haven't really heard of. I mean, have you heard of a lot of celebrities endorse gold and silver, except for the ones that sell it on TV? And even that, they're the older celebrities.
Glenn Beck.
Yeah, well, look at he goes to Gold Line, and they try to sell you on collector coins. And
no, that was just a joke, a bad joke.
Yeah.
Hasn't he been booted from every TV station, pretty much?
Pretty much.
Well, he goes on a drinking binge every once in a while, and then he gets booted out.
I think it's more than just alcohol.
Well, yeah, probably, but.
Yeah, but man, what I found out is stackers don't like anything documented anywhere. So when I put it out there, people were just like, why would I share that with you?
That's what I mean. And not even you. I mean, what's to keep the Russians from hacking into it?
Well, the way I store everything.
Well, I mean, are you like not to be a dick, but are you like a supercomputer genius?
I do security for large corporations.
Okay, no, that's cool. I think of like the hackers that are living in basements and just how crazy they're good at that. So
no, this is very true. This is very true. But that's why I don't have any of your personal information, and I'm actually changing things up so that you can change your name inside the app.
That would be cool, because I would love to be able to have my stack and just be able to go through and just remember, oh yeah, I got this, or even have little pictures of it. Because I mean, to take everything out or to try to get everything together and look at it, it either takes a weekend to go everywhere to get everything, or.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of people have that problem. So Canadian Silver Stacker says, stay legal, purchase from multiple places in cash as much as possible. Track too much and they know too much. That's just my opinion. You know, the reality is people who stack really feel this way, even if it's not like government. Yeah, I definitely found that out. But yeah, and also a lot of people don't insure like what Wolfman was saying.
Yeah, a lot of people do not insure their silver and gold. So
yeah, David Argento's insurance is burying it.
When I talk, do I come up on the big screen?
Yeah, I bury mine. Gotta keep
So
it,
speaking of everybody looking out, you know, government watching you. See there. Okay.
Big
There
mother.
you go.
By the way, can you flip your phone horizontal or vertical? Just rotate it. Yeah, there we go. There you go. Now you can show it.
Yeah, now we can see the crack.
I gotta see if this will go. I might have to hold it for a little bit. I can hold it like that. That's cool. There we go. Is that coming in?
Yeah, nice. One, look, let me see.
Here, let me take it out for a second. I like these Silver Shield rounds. They're really cool. But like you were saying, I mean, this is one of the few premium coins that I'm doing. And they're kind of like they're micro mintages. So I believe there's only about, what did that say, 710 of these?
The SBSS?
Silver Shield?
Yes. Now, did they spot at all?
I haven't got any of that spot, and everyone comes in a capsule. But the bullion ones do. None of these proof ones have, but I've threw a bunch in the melting pot over at Vulcan's the other day because they were spotting. Is this showing up better now?
Oh, so you're close to Vulcan?
Yeah, I went over there and poured this a couple weekends ago.
Oh, I didn't realize it was at Vulcan's spot. Nice.
And then that's where I got my bar.
I see. It makes for a good slapstick.
Yeah. I might have to mix a drink. I thought Mike was going to be on here, so I was going to mix him a drink.
that's funny.
So that's the gun. So this probably didn't show up last time I was talking. So this side turned out really good, like I was saying, but caved in on that side. But it worked out fine because then we were able to put the 999 fine there, 5.4. There's my dragon bar from Mr. Zeke, or dragon round.
Yeah, that round. Can you show the back of that one again?
Yeah, wasn't that crazy the way that it's like a circular.
Yeah, and his placement of the tree is like perfect. The Han Solo Carbonite. Is that the pure Argent ones? Canadian Silver Saver?
That's one from the Bear. Lego Man Carbonite.
From who? Who made that one?
Bear made that one.
Bear. Huh, interesting.
He made me that, and then he got me this little turtle. The little Bowser shell. I gave him when he poured that for me, I sent him a Walker and I think a Franklin, 90%. And he threw that back to me. So that's kind of cool. I mean, that's very cool of him.
Yeah, that is cool. Nice. Yeah, trades, man. Trades are nice to do. Been doing quite a bit of that rather than buying.
Yeah, trades are cool.
Yeah.
Man, I like trading. I don't have much to trade though, Lynn.
Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna get into a lot more pouring. So I mean, that's what I'm looking forward to is doing the pours and then just making pours for people. And
the Privy Sovereigns.
Privy Sovereigns, your son.
I have not seen that.
You've seen what?
A Privy Sovereign.
I saw Privy. Well, did you guys talk about that last week? The Privy elephants. I think you guys covered that, huh? Yes.
Privy maple.
I wasn't here last week.
Oh, look at it. Hold on, I got something.
Little Privy maple there. I do like the fact. Oh, look at that. She's got a little tear on her eye there. Look at that. She earned her tear in prison there.
You know what's funny? That's a common place where the spot. I've had so many maple leaves that have been like that, where she's got the mole on her cheek. I call it.
Wow, this guy's going in the furnace.
I should have kept, put them all together, and having my Queen with the Mole series of Privy maples.
That is a bummer. I just noticed that.
Yeah, well, it's obvious that the proof field is more susceptible to the spot, because that's where they usually show up, either right on her face.
That one's better.
Yeah, no, that one's fine. That's an MS69 right there.
Yeah, so?
That,
NGC, here you go. Here, take it, NGC.
that's MS69. Ikeo, you had a panda that spotted on the cheek, didn't you?
Oh, I have so many coins that spotted, I stopped.
The Panda Privy, the Panda Privy maple.
I have so many, dude. You know what? I just rub them off, and then just mark it as cleaned.
Yeah. So yeah. Well, you know what? Sometimes you could just sell it with the spot on it. People will buy it still.
Yeah. I just noticed that recently with my Libertads.
Yeah.
I was talking about that with Vessel because CCT did a video where he took an eraser, kind of etched it off, then took that cloth and went over it. It looked good, but if you get down deep, you can see the little scratches it makes from the eraser on there. But
yeah, but most people don't look at it like that.
That's true.
And it doesn't matter so much because it's not graded.
Ah, good point.
Otherwise, most people, generally, people don't look at it through a loop. So as long as you can buff it off without like making it super obvious, then it's what I found is it's not so bad.
Okay.
You can still keep most of the premium, not all of it. It depends on the coin.
There's a good one.
Yep.
That one might be an MS70.
Those sell for about $80 on eBay now.
Is that what they're going for?
Yeah, $80, about $80.
I know Abmex had them for like 120 at one time.
Nice. Yeah, those are. Oh, I'm sure. It probably depends, but I've seen one sell for 80. The siren round, you could still get that for under 50 if you look. And the other ones are pretty much still close to issue price, I think.
The Captain, yahar.
That's my least favorite of all of them. That's my least favorite. My favorite is I like the Plank.
Plank's cool. I like the Kraken.
Yeah, that one's nice too.
The Kraken is cool. Canadian said he has a video using a jeweler's cloth on Canadian bullion coin. Came up amazing, but a lot of people get mad. Yeah, man. Anytime you clean a coin, no matter what, you're gonna get some haters, dude. That's why normally I don't even show when I'm cleaning a coin. This is what it looks like cleaned. And then people are brutal, or even touching coins barehanded.
Well, it's not their coin. It's my coin.
I know, but it's just funny. Like, and do you have a lot of videos, man? I actually didn't get to check out your channel. Do you get haters yet?
I haven't got any. I don't even. I think I've got maybe 1 or 2 thumbs down on. I think I got 18 videos. I think that's all I've got is 1 or 2.
You got it. Yeah, man. You're
But
not quite
feel
there.
free to go back and throw some in there if anybody wants to throw some thumbs down. Whatever.
And Salivate Metal is here. He says he uses a Brillo pad to clean his coins, and he gets nothing but praise.
They give it that scratched antique look.
Yeah, that's the antique look. That's right, the blackened.
Salivate gonna come and entertain us. Come on, Salivate. Salivate Metal. Ah.
Come on, Salivate. Come in the room.
After his buddy will melt it down. His friend of a friend.
That's not a friend.
Yeah, where's the gold Rolex man with the sneakers?
Yeah, and the funny, the shirt too, man. That plaid shirt.
That's funny. I think they do. I think Sal does it on purpose. He goes at the end of the video, come over here with your blinged out Rolex and all your gold, and let's show. You know.
Not in the guys that I know who love that. They love their jewelry.
Those diamond bezels, man, are expensive. I bet. I mean,
it's true. You don't buy it to put it in a dresser drawer.
Yeah, that's true.
Salivate says he's getting ready to go eat, but we all know that's never stopped him from joining the chat. He always eats.
The poor fellow. He needs to eat. Didn't you see how skinny his legs were in that lawnmower video?
Yeah.
He needs to eat.
I did see the lawnmower video, but I didn't see his skinny legs.
Yeah, come on, Salivate. Put some not carbs, but some protein in you. I think the cat weighs more than Salivate.
Yeah, we got CCT out there too.
There we go. I get CCT right on my silver bench.
Yeah, CCT. You got one of his? Where is it? Oh, the slide. Yes. Hidden Numismatist is out there. Hey, Hidden Numismatist. Did you ever get your trade going? Later, Salivate Metal if you're gonna go eat. Most likely he's gonna eat real food, and that's why he's not joining us.
Is it dinner time already?
Well, depends where you're at.
On the East Coast, probably is, yeah. And EST time.
EST.
Eastern Standard.
Yeah, so let's see what else we got in. Speaking of Salivate Metal, he had that thing with Penn Metals. So did you guys see that one?
Yeah, Lady Liberty Stacker also made a video. So what happened? The owner got sick, and then what? The employees start to wreak havoc after they saw, there's sometimes your employees, well, I don't know much about them. I'm just speculating. So what happened?
Yeah, I heard that the owner got sick, and that was pretty much the extent of what I heard.
I would like to know how big, how many employees did they have? Was it a big operation? Was it one person filling the orders? I'm wondering how they structured it, how they ran their business.
Well, because sales are up, aren't they? Or not up, but there's still people buying metals somewhat. So I don't see why they would go out of business. They've been around for a while, haven't they?
I've never ordered from them. I was going to. I always heard about them, but I don't know much about. Never ordered though.
All my orders have been APMEX or Provident, honestly.
Yeah, we stick with the low. So apparently, do you guys remember Inwood Coin on eBay?
Yeah, I remember that one. It's not around anymore, huh?
Yeah. So from what I've seen, the owner of Inwood Coin is the same guy that did Penn Metals.
Oh.
And the guy that from Penn Metals used to do Modern Coins Direct on eBay, but got banned for essentially the same thing.
I think Modern Coins Direct. You know what? I think I bought from them too at one time, but this has been a while now.
All three companies are the same dude, apparently. but for some reason he just keeps dropping the ball. But so far with the Penn Metals, Penn Metals, they've honored everything. They've had the Mercury Dime buybacks, or the Mercury Dime buy, and the Standard Liberty Quarter, which probably got him down, brought him down.
Right. Think of what he had to put up front to get all those in, to have those in stock.
Yeah. So, but from what I heard, I don't know if Penn Metals, that story might be just a story. I'm not sure, but yeah, Penn Metals, doesn't matter the buy amount, but free shipping on a low margin. That's pretty hard.
Yeah, imagine if 1 month all they got was orders for just one ounce coin, one ounce coin, and they had to send out all those 1 ounce coins. Eventually, yeah, that'll wreak havoc on your accounting and all.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of margin on small coins, especially with the good pricing.
Right.
Well, and there's just so many outlets too that you can get it, that you got to be somewhat competitive.
I said, look at eBay. Everybody on eBay that sells is free shipping pretty much. But I mean, it's the prices in there. Like what's his name said? I think it was Stock Choppy. He said there's no such thing as free shipping.
Right.
It's in the premium. It's in there somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, and all the big guys do it. And even when I was selling on there, I had to do it. So I don't know how he was doing the small orders.
Because you figure a first class package with one coin will cost you about $250 and $350, right? For one coin.
Plus, you need all the packaging, all the bubble wrapping, all those materials.
Yeah, that's why you try to salvage what you can of that stuff.
Yeah.
When you get it.
Yeah, so it's funny how like Canadian Silver Saver, a lot of people thought Penn was pretty solid. And, for a lot of people, they were.
Silence is that Bay Precious Metals no longer has noteworthy deals, in her opinion.
Well, they had that Kangaroo for $129, which wasn't too bad. The 1/10 ounce.
The only thing I just keep looking at is that platinum platypus. I want that going so bad, but I'm just waiting for the price to go down and down. They still want over $1,000 for that 1 ounce for a 2016 platinum platypus. That's a beautiful coin. I want one of those for the permastat.
That's funny. I hated that design.
You don't like it, see?
Yeah, I sold it and got a platinum eagle.
Yeah, I need to see. I think I have an eagle. I think it's a 1/4 ounce platinum though. I don't have a whole lot of platinum, just a couple pieces.
Yeah, neither do I. I have 3.
Yeah, I think I have a noble and a 1/4 ounce eagle, and that's it.
No, you just reminded me. I had 5 nobles when I got them for a deal.
So what do you think on Bitcoin?
Go ahead, Zeke. I know you can't wait. Rip, go ahead.
What's up, Mr. Zeke? Welcome back.
Oh, we got the tree, and now I get to drive home. Mrs. Zeke took Zeke Jr. to get his haircut, so I get to be all by myself again the way I like it.
Did you do it Griswold style? Pick out the biggest one in the forest and then forget the saw?
No.
Hey, kids, look, a deer.
Yeah. Look, Russ, no lines.
Can't see the lines, can you, Rusty? Oh, God. So where does that rate in your Christmas movies? Is that top 3, top 2?
Top 5.
Number 1? Okay. Give
top
us
5, guaranteed.
Can you rattle off 5?
Bad Santa's one.
Yeah. Have you seen the new one?
No, I just like the one with Lorelai from Gilmore Girls in it.
I think she's in the new one too, isn't she?
I don't know. I haven't seen it. I have a hard time seeing a second one when the first one was so good. But Bad Santa was definitely one. A Christmas Carol is probably going to be number 1. Christmas Carol, Christmas Story.
The one
You
where
know?
you're gonna shoot your eye out with the Red Rider?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Yep,
he gets
for
his
sure.
tongue stuck to the flagpole.
It's a classic.
Yeah. You guys were talking about platinum when I joined in. It's funny today at the LCS I checked the spot price and platinum was like at 901.
Yes, it's coming down. Everything is coming down. So I'm building up that position. I'm actually.
But everything's coming down, but Bitcoin's going up.
That's right, and they're moving to Bitcoin, which is it's pretty intriguing. Bitcoin is at, what is it, 750 now?
I thought it was 800, but maybe
Is it 800? Last
I
I
thought
saw
it was. You have to double check for me. You got a computer next to you.
Yes.
What the hell is Bitcoin?
It's a digital currency that is a limited amount of. So like there's not enough out there where, like, if the Rothschilds wanted to buy up all the Bitcoin, they couldn't, because it's a small digital way to store your currency, I believe.
So it's
universally recognized?
It's getting more recognized as time goes on. It's 776 per Bitcoin.
Okay. I thought it was 800. It's close. 776.
Yeah, it's real close. It's in between where you and I both thought.
But yeah, that's another thing that scares me, though, because I mean, what's to keep a hacker from hacking into that, and then it's all gone? I mean, I understand somebody could come into your house and steal your coins as well, but
yeah, it's much harder for a hacker than it is a robber.
Who owns it? Where is it based out of?
Well, it's not, nobody owns it really. You own it. That's why it's in your wallet. If it's in your wallet, it's a cryptocurrency. So there's security algorithms and an auditing system behind it. So nobody can really ever steal it. And if they do, they can never use it.
How are they keeping terrorists from using it to fund operations?
So it's pseudo-anonymous. And technically, there's always a ledger. So they could trace from who.
There is some paper trail.
Yeah, because you eventually have to change it to your local currency.
So who owns the paper trail? Who owns the ledger?
Well, it's shared. It's a peer-to-peer ledger. So everybody, so depending on where your wallet is, they'll have a copy of the ledger.
So is it a community kind of shared thing? So everybody that has a Bitcoin know who has a Bitcoin kind of a deal?
That's right, peer-to-peer. But it's a hashed wallet. It's encrypted, so you can never really know who is who and
how much they have and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
But every transaction is recorded.
Oh,
man, that's wild.
So it works like gold.
Easy.
There's only a certain amount that's out there, and there's only a certain amount that'll ever be out there.
Based on what stopgaps are in place to prevent more from being created?
That's a great question.
It's computation power. So it works like it's an exponential curve, right? In the beginning, it's easier to mine. But as time progresses, like minerals, like gold itself, it becomes less and less available, or it takes more effort to actually mine it. So more
like fossil fuels.
Fossil fuels are gold, minerals, just that kind of stuff.
So like, it doesn't have a lot to do with the energy boom and all that, with the energy return on what you're using to mine or to get your products?
Well, there's a cost. In the early 2008, 2009, you could mine a lot.
So it was actually something that was in the ground, or we're not even talking like in the ground purposes?
No.
An analogy.
Mining for data, right?
Yeah, it's all data.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you just set your computer and let it run, so it costs you energy.
I get it.
So you have to buy essentially shares of Bitcoin.
Well, you buy one Bitcoin. It's another form of fiat.
And what what does one Bitcoin cost?
Yeah, that's what, 776 now.
$776 for one Bitcoin.
Yeah, I actually bought it at 220 last year, but I only bought 2.
How do you go about buying it? Where's the best place to find where to buy it?
Oh, later is David A. You take it off?
Yeah,
Right.
we gotta run out to the store for a few things. I'll see you guys later.
Right on, brother. Take care, Dave.
Take care.
See you later.
Bye.
You could probably get Bitcoin in a vending machine in Abu Dhabi airport.
You can get anything over there, right?
Yeah. No, but
Yeah.
seriously, where do you go to buy it?
On the internet.
Like www.bitcoin.com or what?
I put it in the side chat.
Okay.
Well, and so if there's only so much of it out there, at what point does it all become owned?
That's the kind of the thing, right? People are always buying and selling. That's the price.
Because I know that some of the precious metal dealers accept Bitcoin.
Yes, exactly. So it's growing in popularity. Even some banks now.
So now, when a precious metal, say, or I'll paint a scenario. You know, Tree of Life Silver Company accepts Bitcoin, and I have people purchasing product with Bitcoin. Now that Bitcoin becomes mine, I turn around and I use it to buy raw materials. Is that it's just another form of currency, but it's super encrypted and it's anonymous?
It's pseudo-anonymous.
Pseudo-anonymous.
With the potential of having gains on it, right? Because the price of it can go up and you can gain investment on it.
So in the last year, it's already gone up 3 times.
Which
So
is
as a
different from a
retailer-
regular dollar.
Yeah, so as a retailer, say Tree of Life Silver, you know, accepts wire, you know, e-checks or credit cards or PayPal or Bitcoin. Why wouldn't I take all of the purchases made by Bitcoin and just stash that away?
Right. Keep the Bitcoin.
Some people actually do that.
Well, Zeke, I guess you know what you can put on your website now. Now accepting Bitcoin.
Yeah, because so for instance, like
okay, now hold on. Before you start that, let me ask you this. So if you want to sell your Bitcoin, does he have to sell you $776 worth of silver product then in order to get that?
So it's based on there's a dollar value. So it's a fraction. You send a fraction of a Bitcoin.
So
Okay.
you can't fractionize Bitcoin.
You can, yes.
1/10 Bitcoin.
Well, it's down to like 7 or 8 digits.
That would be a cool stack to show on Golden Arms channel. Look at my 10th stack of Bitcoin.
It's more like 1 million of a Bitcoin. You know,
Jesus.
or 10,000 or something like that.
Wow.
Yeah, so and Wolfman Stack says it will be taxing. This is true. This is actually a new development where the IRS is asking one of the biggest wallets to open up their books.
That was my next question: is how could this not be just used as a shelter to shelter your money in, so you don't pay capital gains tax or anything?
Well, because it's not generally accepted as a currency yet, it's not taxable, and IRS only works with, tradable, recognized currency.
Yeah, so you turn your fiat currency into Bitcoin, and now you've got it essentially hidden from the IRS.
But there is copies of every transaction that happens, so if they wanted to, they could easily just go back, and since everything's electronically recorded, figure out.
Therein lies the ledger.
Yes, and this is what they're asking for. But the company is going to fight the government because what the IRS is asking for is called a John Smith. They call it a John Smith. It's a subpoena, which is basically they're not looking for a particular person. They just want all the records. So
Oh, well, yeah, that's certainly reasonable.
yeah, so that's what they're saying. They're actually going to fight that because usually you have to pick someone. You can't just ask for all the records because you have to have a warrant or that kind of thing.
That sounds like going to a bank in Switzerland and saying, we don't want to know about one of your clients. We just like to see all of your books.
Yeah, that's essentially it. That's what they're asking for right now. It's pretty big news in the Bitcoin world.
In Bit World.
Silver hair stacker.
In a few.
What's up?
Oh, Pops is in the house. He woke up. Silver
right.
Siren said you were taking your nap earlier.
I was. She knows me too well.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, man. The old man got to get their nap in.
Ikeo took a nap earlier. Does that make him old?
No, that doesn't make him old.
I didn't do it yet. I still have to take it.
He did do a triathlon this morning.
Oh, I've done one of those back in the day.
Back in the day?
Yes.
I just did a lot of ruck marches.
They actually had bicycles back then.
The big Schwinns. Now, my question is, did you have baseball cards paper clipped to your spokes?
He had the Mickey Mantle in there that got all wrecked.
Nicely done, Pops.
You know what? My buddy just got back from Europe, and he was saying that everybody over there rides bikes, and all the bikes that they ride are all like bikes from the 1930s to 1970s. Nobody rides Cannondales or Treks or Schwinn up there.
That's true. That's very true. When I lived in Germany, everybody rode cruiser type, basic, one-speed bikes.
But that's why everybody over there is in shape and attractive, because they bike everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, literally. Well, that and every vacation they have, they go to the woods and walk around.
Or they're not eating McDonald's for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
That's true.
Don't you talk bad about my favorite restaurant.
Hey, I love a quarter pounder with cheese.
There you
Strawberry
go.
shake, and they're fried. McDonald's has the best fries, hands down.
Royale with cheese.
When they're hot.
Yeah, when they're hot. Don't let those McDonald's fries get cold. They're nasty.
Although they're raising the price on everything now, so you're going to have to do some more selling on eBay there, Pops, to get that quarter pounder meal now.
They're raising their price?
Or he's going to have to get the 8th pounder.
You can't get a
fractional burgers.
Yeah.
Can't get a quarter pounder with cheese and fries for 99 cents anymore.
It's inflation, Pops. If you got time, I can PM you and explain the whole thing to you there if you want.
Now I'll probably be taking another nap when you do that.
Yeah, right. I can bore myself sometimes pretty easily.
It doesn't take boredom to put me to sleep. Who's hammering?
I'm folding clothes. I'm not hammering.
Somebody's hammering something.
Zeke's probably trying to hammer off the tree from the top of the roof.
Zeke's on his roof.
Are you putting the tree up, Zeke?
Yeah, it's Zeke. Zeke's making all kinds of racket.
I just got out of my car. I had to go into 7-Eleven. I'm back now, so everyone can continue.
Well, we were waiting for you to come back. We didn't want you to miss out on another invigorating conversation.
I tell you what, man, I'm learning all kinds of stuff today. I learned that I know nothing about Bitcoin, And I probably never will know anything about Bitcoin. I've learned that platinum is way out of my price range. Let's see, what else have I learned? I learned that I know very little.
No, we learned a whole bunch about guns earlier in the conversation.
We did learn a lot about guns. We learned that there are a lot of different viewpoints on the same topic, which is what makes this country great.
Did we lose Akio?
No, I'm here. Now that Bob's here, he's normally moderator, so I'm just listening.
Akio is he's wolfing down his second fight of Haagen-Dazs peppermint.
Normally I look to him for the topic, so that's why I was asking. I don't got.
Actually, you're right, Mr. Z. I did get another Haagen-Dazs.
I knew it. I could tell. I could smell it when you open the top of the container.
Yeah, yeah. This is one of my guilty pleasures.
Well, it beats Coke and hookers.
That's my other good one.
Yeah, come on.
Oh, well.
Let's not talk sacrilegious like that.
Never mind.
Hey, Zeke.
Silver now.
What?
Nothing.
Pop, the floor is yours. Speak your piece.
You know what? When I make a video and put Mr. Zeke in it, and he doesn't even watch or comment, I'm a little upset.
You made a video?
Oh my God.
Oh, do you have the device that converts beta tapes over to digital?
Oh.
You probably got it in an auction.
Man, I'm subbed to you. How did I miss it?
I know. I didn't see it either.
Did you put me in the title?
Yes.
What did it say? Hey, everybody, check out this clown shoes named Mr. Zeke.
That's why you didn't watch it. You took offense to the title.
Oh, no, I was very nice to you, I think. I can't remember. It's been a couple of days since I uploaded that video.
Is it did you check the progress bar? Is it still uploading?
Oh my God.
I'm serious. I am subbed to you. I don't understand how I missed it, except there's been like 8 million videos uploaded in the last week.
Oh no, there hasn't.
Yeah, there's been a lot between the VRs for Mercury Mark and for Frankie P.
Well,
Golden Arms and
if you quit watching PewDiePie long enough to watch him.
Been having one.
Cutie Pie.
Yeah.
PewDiePie.
He's the dude on that
PewDiePie
himself playing games on the Xbox there and just talking shit about everybody.
Largest influencer. He has almost 50 million subscribers, and he's in the news lately because once he hit 50 million, he's gonna delete his channel.
Last year he made $8 million. Is that right?
12.
12. Sorry.
He's YouTube's highest paid earner.
Actually, he hit 50 million the other day, and it was kind of a joke. He deleted his second channel. He never said specifically which channel he was going to delete.
No offense, I don't want that many people watching my channel.
Even if you were getting $12 million?
Well,
yeah.
It's clickbait, man. Clickbait.
I could probably let it go for 12 million.
I don't want that. I like,
I'd let it go for a couple 100,000 a year.
Yeah.
I like the people that I've got now.
That means you like me, because I think I'm subbed to you, but I'm not sure. Let me check. Yeah, sub to Mr. Z.
See, I got good, wholesome folks who actually care. I like that. They're not just clicking on random videos because, man walks off a cliff.
I'm trying to help get your kid through college here by buying that silver from you.
You're trying to what?
Help your kids save for college.
Shit, college? Seriously? My kids are on their own. I was on my own, and it worked out just fine. I've got 2 college degrees. I don't need another. Uncle Sam paid for mine.
2 college degrees. Yeah, I feel like an underachiever again.
1 in history and 1 in philosophy. They're both very, very effective, very productive degrees.
Ah, so you're a professional
I was
bullshitter, as they
fixing
would
to
say.
say.
Yeah.
History of their world.
And you're
That's
not a
exactly right.
politician?
I was supposed to go to law school, but got married instead. So,
That's what they all say.
yep, got married instead. I'm kind of glad for that, too, because I don't think I would have liked law school.
I don't like court, period, so I don't know if I would have been a good lawyer.
Well, probably on which side of the bench you're on.
Yeah, it's been more so of the...
So who's doing unboxings?
I did one on my
thought that was
video
you
that
called
you
in
didn't
earlier.
watch.
I'm going right now, Pops.
No,
I'm home
don't
now.
don't do me any favors.
Oh no, this is all. I am selfish. Anyone who thinks I'm not selfish doesn't know me.
It's good to be.
I'm 100% all about me. Like that song, Let's Talk About Me.
All right, I got something for you. It's not exactly silver, but it might be a little entertaining for you guys. My unboxing.
Ooh, you got a tap on you. Get on the big screen. There we go.
What the heck? Yeah, yellow shoes, red and black socks. You got some weird tasting clothes. Flippers. Are you a clown?
Pops is mean.
That's what happens with old guys. They just get grouchy and mean. Because he's tired. He's so tired.
No, I'm not tired now. I just got up from my nap. But why would you wear yellow shoes with red and black socks? That's kind of like a ugly.
As opposed to mowing your front yard in shorts and black dress socks pulled up to your knees. What?
Get off my lawn or I'll squirt you with my water hose.
There you go, you obnoxious kids.
You
Good.
punk.
You punk kids. Oh, look at that. You made IKEA leave the call.
Oh, no.
Way to go.
Oh, sorry. He'll be back. He's like a fly drawn to molasses.
Stock Jockey did a BSO this morning at a garage sale and picked up 7 sterling rings.
Wow.
What happened to BSO?
Oh, nothing. He's probably starting a new channel.
Coinkeeper went back to her old channel. Speaking of new channels, didn't she?
Yeah. I think she kept the Coinkeeper channel.
Yeah.
Instead of the Silver Zombie.
Yeah.
I wonder what BSO's motivation is for restarting his channel every month.
I had no idea who he was. And then somebody educated me that he'd been around for a long time.
Yeah, he's a very smart guy, and
well, he was posting a lot of videos there at the very end about the interpretation was the silliness behind stacking silver.
What?
Look at Ikeo's flippers. There he is.
Are you going like
Oh,
Dude,
you're
they're
muted,
awesome.
Ikeo. If you're trying to talk, you're muted, bud.
He's not trying to talk. He's dancing.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to talk.
Those things are awesome, dude. Those are swim fins.
They are swim fins.
They're pretty short swim fins.
They're
Well,
for the pool.
yeah, that way you don't smack into other people or the side.
Who cares about other people? They can get out of my pool if they don't like it.
But I don't think typically you wear them with socks.
No, you don't.
That would definitely leave a bit of a rash.
No, but that's my most recent purchase. Since I'm not, instead of silver, I got some swim fins because SHTF, I got to be ready.
Yeah.
What, are you going to swim to Mexico?
If I need to.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a little tip. If it comes to that, take your pants off, tie the ends of the legs together, throw them over your head, and they create a life preserver.
But why do I need a life preserver if I can swim?
He's going to be snorkeling underwater.
All the way to Mexico?
He's got to dodge the bullets and the government trying to stop him.
Oh, no. The blue helmets and the silent black helicopter?
Yeah.
No, actually, my swim is my worst sport. So I need to get some training equipment to help my loosen up my ankles.
You need to invest in a lead weight belt. You'll learn to swim real quick.
Wait, I got a video of him dancing here. All right, look at the side chat there and click on it.
Thanks a lot, Pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, a friend in the chat. Foot rash and sore ass.
Yeah, I showed that to you guys in confidence.
What, dude? Those try any kind of athletic endeavor like that, people don't realize it breaks your body down.
Oh, yeah.
I remember, I remember doing, 20, 30-mile road marches and coming back with feet like hamburger.
How far was the triathlon?
600 miles.
Yeah.
He went to Canada and back this morning.
Y'all are just punks.
I know, right? I can't believe he did that to us. Actually, it was just down to the local store to get some more Haagen-Dazs.
Guilty.
Yeah, the truth comes out.
Yeah, we don't judge here, bud.
Nope. It was the 2017 annual invitation Haagen-Dazs triathlon.
Well, and I was hoping that you would have been eating it live on camera, so I could have had my generic vanilla ice cream and just thought that I was eating Haagen-Dazs.
Oh, he doesn't share his Haagen-Dazs.
Dude, I go to the store and only get it when it's on sale. Because you know why? Pops taught me that if I don't get it on sale, that's silver money wasted.
There you go.
Jeez.
Yes.
That's some serious stacking strategy there.
I know.
Right there.
No. But seriously, I wait for it to go on sale because every now and then, when it goes 50% off, I drop the hammer.
Well, do you check the expiration date before you buy it?
Don't need to because I usually finish it by the end of the week.
You're gonna eat it on the way home. That's funny. Well, yeah, you got to get it when it's 50% off because it's like $9 a quart.
Oh, it's not that bad.
So what stage of the stacking do you think everybody starts equating to? Because I look at that as my regular purchases. Like if I'm going to buy something, well, I could buy 2 ounces of silver here. Or if I'm going to buy something, I could buy an ounce of gold there. When do you think that registers into people's thinking of the stacking stage?
From day one. At least for me, as soon as I realized that I had no precious metals and started buying them, everything, all the bullshit that I used to buy, stopped.
Yeah, I make my own coffee every day because of that.
Amazon called me and they were like, "Are you okay? Is everything all right? Did we offend you?" No.
All right, gentlemen, I gotta take off. It's been fun.
All right, take care, Akio.
Hey, get the rest, brother.
What?
Bye.
Pops, bye. No, all kidding aside, I mean, I've been at this now for a whopping 8 months, and I still look at every single thing I think about buying. You know, my wife used to tell me, you know, if you want something really, really bad, give it a couple of days. If you still want it, then go ahead and get it. Now it's turned into weeks. And usually, and within a couple of weeks, I don't really care to have it anymore. I buy silver.
Yeah, and if you have enough bad weeks at work, you realize that I'm working all this hard work to get this. I'm not spending it on bullshit.
Yeah, there was a video camera on Black Friday on Amazon. It was a handy cam that it looked like a cell phone, and you rotated the screen 90 degrees, and that automatically turned it on. And I wanted it so bad. It was $39 instead of $59, and I had that thing in my cart all day, and then just forgot about it, and went back like 3 or 4 days later and went, man, I'm glad I didn't buy that.
That's exactly how I've been looking at things over the past few years. I haven't even bought a new truck just for that fact. I mean, I when I do it, I'm going to pay in cash. I'm not going to get a loan out. I mean, the only thing I plan on taking a loan out for anymore is the house.
Yeah. I drive an 01 Subaru Forester. It's paid for.
I like those Foresters. They seem like good cars.
I like the older ones. The newer ones they're not really to my taste. I took a test drive in one and I didn't find it all that comfortable, but I found this older one. It's an 01 with 70. When I bought it, it had 68,000 miles on it.
Yeah.
So
probably a really good car. I mean, I just made a sale.
Congratulations.
Sony PlayStation. $50.
There you go.
Yeah. But yeah, those hatchbacks, they get good gas mileage, and unless you're hauling like a couch or something, they're just perfect for a small family and grocery shopping. And
yeah, I like it. It gets me where I need to go, and the back end's got plenty of room.
Yeah.
So I can pull a crap.
Plus, isn't Subaru like of the if you're getting a Mercedes Benz or something like that, then it's going to cost you more. Isn't like Subaru like the most reliable car in the world next to?
They say it is. I mean, I've had plenty of little issues with mine. It cost me $1,000 to have the sunroof fixed because it leaked. I've blown a radiator. I've replaced the alternator. But, you know, a lot of that is just its age. It's a 2001. I mean, it's 15 years old.
Yeah, that stuff's going to happen.
But, you know, generally speaking, every time it's got an airplane engine in it, basically. It's got a flat four. And so those engines are kind of hard to kill.
Yeah.
So, like a BMW motorcycle.
Right.
Pops, how long did it take you to get your rating up to a good rating on YouTube selling stuff?
YouTube?
No, on eBay. I'm sorry, on eBay.
I don't know. A good rating. Yeah, I guess I do have a good rating. I don't remember. It seems like you have to sell like at least 100 items and at least something like $2,000 worth of stuff, and you can't. Whoa! I sold something else.
Nice.
Dang, stuff is flying off the shelf. 100 sales and $2,000 or more total, and you can't have any defects, which is you shipped it past your shipping promise and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it doesn't take long.
So is Ikeo's website app, is that kind of the competition to eBay then? Because you can sell pretty much anything on his website, can't you, Zeke?
Still, you can, you absolutely can. It's still kind of in its infancy stage. It's still gaining traction with members, but you can sell. Basically, you're going to agree, and then you're just going to do PayPal. You're going to use PayPal for funding. It's kind of like it's a marketplace. I don't know that there's any direct input as to financial transactions within the app. Say I post a piece on there and somebody says, "Hey, I want it." We're going to exchange emails, and then we're going to sell it via PayPal.
Yeah, so you don't have to give out any of your other personal info to them.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Nice.
that's the nice part about it. I have not sold anything on there yet. I haven't really. I can't. I mean, I don't want this to sound wrong, but I can't really keep anything on the bench just through YouTube.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean because when I went to Vulcans and saw how much goes into pouring, when I poured I poured 3 pieces there, and it took us. Granted, there was another one of his buddies that was pouring there too, but I was there for probably 5 hours, and I got 3 pieces poured because you've got the prep time, and we were doing in mold, I guess, the Petrobond, but I mean, still, if you're doing the graphites, you're always heating them up, and you're heating up the silver and tumbling them. I mean, Christ, you can let it tumble for a half hour if you want, and that's
So let's break it. We'll break it down. We'll make it real simple, and this comes into play with those Christmas bars I'm doing. So I get the silver. I go get the silver, and I give $1.50 an ounce over spot. Okay, so because I just get it locally, so I go over there, I get it, and now I'm at basically $18. We'll use $18 for a round number. $18 for
an ounce.
An ounce for silver. Okay. And then I bring it home and I turn on the furnace, and it takes 10 minutes for the furnace to warm up. And I warm the mold up, and then I put the silver in the furnace, and it takes another, say, 5 minutes for the silver to turn liquid. And then I pour it, and assuming it pours perfect the first try, give it a little while to cool down. I dump it in the water, I cool it off. And then I spend, if everything goes right in the stamping and I don't mess it up in the stamping phase, it takes, those little bars to line up the 2016, to get the snowman on there, to get my tree of life on the back, and to get the 999. Say it takes 5 or 10 minutes a piece.
Yep.
Then I'm gonna do all of them at once, and then so that's gonna be an evening at least. And then I'm gonna throw them in the tumbler, and I'm gonna tumble, and I'll run them for 30, 40 minutes. I get them out. I'm gonna wash them off with soap and water, and now I've got them all laid out. Then I've got to put, print out or make COAs. I don't even know what that costs. Then I've got to bag each one in a velvet bag that, are, say, 75 cents a piece, 50 cents a piece. So, now we're at $18.50, $19 a piece in my cost.
Without even adding in your time yet.
No time. Yeah, I'm not factoring any time. And so then I'm going to, staple them into a folded cardboard that I usually use like $50 boxes that I get from the bank when I do coin roll hunting, and write a nice little note on there thanking somebody. I'm going to put it in an 80-cent bubble wrapped envelope, So now I'm at 19 something, and then I'm going to pay, say just one. I'm only mailing one, and I'm mailing it inside the U.S. and I do it just regular postage. I'm going to pay $2.80 ish for the postage. So now I'm at about
22. Yeah.
$23. So an ounce, if I'm lucky, I got $2, and I spent all that time.
And that's not counting the electricity you had to use,
and the crucible that I wear out.
the map gas with that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and the crucible that I wear out. So when you tell somebody,
energy
to buy a 1 ounce hand pour is, and you tell them it's $25 and they balk at it, they really don't understand everything that goes into it. Hi-ho jokes, he would like to just make minimum wage. And I've heard people, I've literally heard people say, yeah, whatever, because they look at what he charges and they think it's high. And it's like, we're not mass producing. We're not just throwing planchettes into a machine and letting it stamp stuff out.
Right. It's getting on like 2 hours. You're just telling us about it.
Yeah, all I'm doing is just telling you about it. And so
no, and it's crazy. I realized that when I went over to his house and learned how to pour. I mean, it's insane the amount of energy that goes into making that one little piece.
And that's if you get it right the try. Some of these Christmas bars, when I poured them, they were 1.4 ounces, and I'm trying to keep it 1.1 to 1.2 ounces somewhere in there.
Right.
So I had to re-pour them all. So now I've doubled my workload.
That also doesn't cover the wood mold pours where we have to draw out all the designs and then route it out too.
Oh, exactly.
Right.
Where you might.
I've spent about an hour here right now just drawing out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm on the 6th one right now, drawing one out before I get the router out.
Yeah.
Well, and how about the bits for your router? I mean, I'm sure you're buying those left and right because they just wear out so fast from having to make so many bolts.
Oh, I haven't tried that yet. The thing is, I'm using a full-size router. I'm not using a little Dremel size, so I'm doing okay on those.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it's a lot of work, and that's why I really this doing the Christmas thing. That's a labor of love. I just want to celebrate with the community the first Christmas of being a pourer and being.
No, I think that's awesome, bud. I really do.
Yeah, as long as you're not breaking the nutcrackers, you'll be all right there, Mr. Zeke.
That was hilarious. I got that message from Laney. Hey, you're still on the air, and I was like, oh shit. And I had to go back to my phone and try and figure out how to get to that page again to hang up.
It was funny.
Yeah. Glad I did.
Yeah, I've got 6 here drawn out that I'm going to try and pour today in wood.
Cool. Very cool. And that's kind of the funny part is when I get requests for these custom pours of stuff that I don't even have the molds for, and I get quite a few of them, and I have to respond, if you have the mold made, I'll be glad to pour it, but it's going to cost you $200 to have that mold made. And I ironically enough, I never get back from it.
Well, with the wood stuff, it's just a matter of figuring out how I can do it with the router and make it look right.
Right.
Because you can only get so much detail. I mean, last couple, actually, with the giraffe and with the horse, I got quite a bit of detail. So I've learned that I can get quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that wood mold stuff is that's pretty amazing stuff. Like I said before, I've thought about trying it, but I've just not wanted to get into that game. So I may do it one time just by myself off camera, just to see what it's all about.
There's not enough time left in my life to even think about pouring silver.
Hey, AG-Ender, what stage of the pour do you like the best? As far as when you're doing it into wood, do you like the first time through, the second time through, the third time through?
Usually the second's the best. It depends. In the third one, once you start getting the third one, you're using about an extra ounce of silver, depending on the size of it in general, since it eats
Okay.
away at wood each time. And
Yeah.
usually the finish on the second one turns out the best. I like trying to get it as smooth as I can on the top side, so I actually have something to stamp on.
That's how it went with Vulcan when I was over there, when he made me that bar. The first one, it was cool because it kind of gave it a little bit of like a snake or a dragon kind of texture to it. And then, you know, the more you pour and the deeper into it gets, just the more wicked that the lines kind of form.
Yeah, you get a lot deeper, and some of them I've had points on some of them where it kind of the way the wood burns is just ends up being one real long point versus the rest that are all about the same.
Well, that's cool.
Wouldn't it be great to have a poured silver car? You could drive your stack around and nobody'd know. It's just like be just like
People would be coming by and taking their chisel and chiseling off little pieces of it at the parking lot.
no, they don't know. It looks just like chrome if you polish it up, you know, and so you just that's
till it milk spots.
Just don't get a 4.9 fine silver. Just get it 3.9.
Oh, there you go. Or even better, get the 985.
yeah, and people be telling you, hey, you need to wash your car when it starts toning.
Oh, then it's worth more. Numismatic value.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, eventually up here in Minnesota, if it got rainbowed enough, you could drive it around for the Gay Pride Parade.
Oh, I don't do that parade.
Well, I don't either, but if I had a big rainbow car, think of what they pay you to drive it around in there for.
Yeah.
I have never thought about that.
Thought about what?
About having a silver car and having it rainbow toned so I could drive around in a gay pride parade.
No, I actually have never thought about doing that either.
Have now.
Yeah. Dream about that tonight.
I don't think we have those parades in Texas, do we? I don't know.
They don't last very long.
I think they're every day here in California.
They don't last very long.
They're a little more liberal out here in Minnesota, too. Ahoy, ahoy.
Was that somebody's phone ringing?
Yeah, there's a phone out here in the shed.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's what everybody needs is a phone in their shed.
And cable and video games and silver pouring.
Is the shed
Wow.
from the house?
Yeah, it's run through the house. That way somebody can be out here and get a call and still answer it and not miss it.
Well, yeah, with red carpet hand pours, I mean, you got it constantly barraged by phone calls.
I try to keep that to email.
Ah. Yeah. Get my phone number out.
Do you ever start a pour and the phone rings and it makes you jump and you pour it on your foot?
God, I hope.
Oh, I haven't done that. my torch burn's finally almost healed up, though.
I was going to say,
Ooh.
the arm's on fire.
The yard is on fire.
Let's see here. Flip this around.
Oh.
Yeah, there's my what's left of the burn.
Ooh, that looks like ouch.
Yeah, that's about a month old.
Wow.
We only took about half a second with the acetylene torch.
Jeez.
That's long enough.
Yeah, when we use it to cut steel, yeah.
Yep.
That was always the fun part of working on the derby cars, was breaking the acetylene torch out, cutting the steel apart to weld it onto the frame.
Talking about Pinewood Derby.
No, demolition derby. Smash them up.
And here's my block of wood pre-routed.
There you go.
Got some designs drawn out.
All right, gentlemen, I got to go get some wood outside. I'm going to get a fire going. I will be back in a while.
A fire.
Get a fire going.
Fire.
Thanks, Sirens, for letting me come here. Appreciate it.
Always welcome.
Take care, Zeke.
You too, brother.
All right.
Bye.
Later, guys. Later, Pops. Later, Wolfman. Later, AG.
See ya.
Time to pull the plug. Alright. Okay, Siren says we're going to quit being live, which means we're going to be dead. So we'll see y'all all next week.
All right, everybody.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
See everyone next week.
Good chat, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.